Guys, deluded. Now, the World Cup, I've been here before and I'm tired of saying it. It's excited us for many reasons. Late goals, set piece goals, errors in defence, games where madness is happening. Just terrific games, whether it's Brazil, Belgium, Spain versus Portugal, Belgium versus Japan, Colombia, Poland, Switzerland versus Serbia, Argentina, France. Like, there's Argentina, whoever, when Messi scored. Who was it when Messi scored the banger? Um, Not the banger, but the ball over the top from Benega. Whoever that was in it, there's been some terrific games. But one thing that probably, apart from a couple other stuff to do with racism, not even by the hosts, just by, in fact, native nations, the only thing apart from that that's caught my eye for the wrong reasons has to be the fouling thing is in particular the teams from the Americas. So firstly, let's start with the South Americans. You saw Colombia, the Colombian passion, the Colombian fire. I like it in it. I like intimidation and roughing people up and them things there. Because in my time, people tried to intimidate me on the pitch by doing them things. And I've always told you, lot, you can win a game before kicking a football if you do certain things, and there's certain weak characters in the other team. And obviously South Americans fiery, passionate, they want to see all of that transmits. But if you saw Colombia versus England, it was a tough watch. I mean, you saw Caldrado bit nasty on Maguire, Stones on the receiving end. Don't get me wrong, so English players were doing it too, and were, contrary to popular belief, were actually antagonising as well. But you saw a lot. You saw headlocks. You saw a lot from Colombia in it. You saw a lot. Now England, I don't know how John Stones can say they're the dirtiest team he's played, because you played Panama before that. Panama were just there to foul England. They knew, all right, cool. We not all of us are full-time footballers, I think, and you lot are all Harry Kane and all these things. We can't outplay you, but if you try and embarrass us, we're gonna kick you up. I'm surprised. Did anyone get a red card versus England? If they didn't, it's amazing, because Panama is probably the dirtiest game I've seen. Like, some of the challenges, the kicks the English players took, I couldn't believe it. Then obviously. You've obviously, so you got Colombia, and you've obviously got Panama of the Americas. France, I mean not France, Argentina. Whenever Argentina start losing, they start throwing out their handbags. You see Otamendi acting like a prick all the time. Someone needs to slap him. He's always acting like he's a tough nut, man. He pisses me off quite a lot, to be fair. Like, you just see people throwing their toys out and just behaving in the way you shouldn't behave. You saw the Uruguayans. Uruguay been doing it all tournament. You saw how they started crying and trying to drag Mbappe and Pepe, if you want to call it, Kylian, off the floor. You've seen a lot in it. I'd say out of all of them, but of course I'm a bit biased to Brazil, but Brazil's probably the only team that wasn't very nasty or very dirty from the Americas, to be honest. Again, I like it. I for what it's worth, again, I don't advocate bullying and roughing up, but there needs to be a balance. I like that tough approach. I would like, if I had a team, I want my team to have the technical ability, but I want them to be doing what Uruguay in particular were doing, out of all of them, to be fair. But I just thought I'd speak about it, like, out of all of them, the dirtiest. In fact, before I even continue, I don't think Russia are particularly dirty, but they conceded a lot of fouls whenever I watched them. The same for Switzerland, and they must be up there stats wise for them thing there as well. But I wouldn't necessarily class them as a dirty side, to be fair. But out of all of them, I'll give it to Panama. In fact, nah, man, it's a tough one, because Colombia is fresh in my mind what they were doing to England. Uruguay do it with finesse a bit. It's like you see little things Suarez doing with his elbows and that. Argentina are blatant with it, as are Panama. Colombia did let their emotions and did start crying. I mean, Falcao in that game, for example, he was more interested in fighting than actually trying to score a goal, in my opinion. Out of all of them, I don't know, man. I'd probably give it to Panama, but I'll probably change my mind, just because all the others, as much as they were carrying on like this, there was some footballing ability. I mean, Panama, they didn't have the footballing ability to match any stretch of the imagination. No disrespect to them, it's a fantastic achievement that they're at the World Cup. But they were just there for fouling, especially in the game against England. Maybe they calmed down in other games, but that England game's fresh in my mind. You know what, Colombia, to be fair, man. I'll give it to Colombia just for Cuadrado, because Cuadrado was dedicated to just rattling English players and that, man. But guys, not even that. Do you see what he did to Lingard? Do you see with the Maguire thing? He was just sly with it. But nah, it's Uruguay. Yeah, people, it's Uruguay. I'll go with Uruguay. But yeah, man, pardon me, people. But yeah, on that note, guys, deluded. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out.